Okay, so I just wanted to do another example now. This time I'm using, in terms of hardware, exactly the same setup as I had previously, but I'm actually using Zoom for recording this. So this is just to give you an idea without using the more powerful, albeit still free, kind of professional type software that I used for doing the previous recording. This is the kind of quality, this is the kind of effect that you can achieve with the same hardware setup. But if you're actually having a Zoom call with somebody, now for this particular one, I've actually stood up. Obviously, typically for a Zoom call, perhaps you would sit down, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. I'll just drop the camera down and actually sit down in my seat, and then you'll be able to do that. But again, I've still got the large screen running, so the person that I'm talking to would be there on the screen, but I would have the video camera a little bit closer to it. So let's do that, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so all I've done now is just taken the camera off the tripod. I've just put it there on top of my laptop. I'm still running my second screen, which I like to use if I'm doing video calls. It just means that if there's any shared content or anything like that, then it's much easier to see. But this is perhaps how I would do a video call if I was having a call with somebody. Again, just using the green screen behind. So very much dual purpose hardware setup, so you can use it for doing recordings, for doing Facebook Lives. You can also use it for doing your video calls as well. It just gives a much more professional impression. It means that people aren't distracted by, perhaps the normal home stuff that's in the background. Very cheap to do. Most people can find a place in their house where they can sit with their back to a wall, or as I say in this case, actually, it's all right, it's a wall, but sort of the doors between the lounge and the dining rooms I mentioned in the other video. And it doesn't really matter the fact that you're not in the same room. It feels very much like, as if we were sitting across the table from each other. If you imagine we were actually in this coffee shop, this virtual coffee shop that I'm using for this. So this hopefully gives you an example of what's possible. Just using the right kit makes a big difference. Again, Gordon Mullen, Effective Remote Relationships, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.